be in today's video. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you've all had a really good week. I am going to be completely honest, I'm doing a lot of bulk filming, editing and uploading and scheduling because I'm due to go back to work in roughly a couple of weeks time, and I'm a business owner, so I'm going to be really busy, and I would like to at least say that I'll get my weekly conspiracy videos out, but I don't want you to miss out on my other content in between, so I'm making an effort to basically just get as many videos done as I can, but at the same time trying to pick ones that will be interesting. Today I'm going to be talking to you about my hits and shits of the month for March, and I'm going to go through my favourite products and my least favourite products, and we might have a couple of guests as well. I hope you don't mind. I am a crazy cat lady. I do have a lot of cats, so they're going to be coming in and out of shot, and it's totally fine. You gonna sit down, or are you just gonna keep being annoying? So I thought I'd start off with the hits and go through each one of the products that I bought that I really love. I've got a couple of different, most of these products are face based, so I've got 5 hits and I've got roughly I think 5 shits to talk about. The first hit product I'm going to talk about sadly was a product that I filmed a review video for, and it was part of the 2 videos that I did where I didn't actually have audio. So if you still want to see me do a full and in-depth review of this foundation, this is the Milani Scream Queen foundation. It's made its way into my hits, so obviously I liked it, but that doesn't mean to say that I can't do a review video to give you guys more detail about it and how it wears, application, longevity and all of that. I have a couple of high-end foundations yet to review, as well as a couple of low-end, well, I wouldn't say low-end, but more affordable foundations, so I can still do a review video on this for you, but I'm going to let you know that it did make it into my hits for the month because I absolutely love this, and I think I'm going to be wearing this on a daily basis. The next product I'm going to talk about is a product I basically, so I do order with Colourpop every now and again, and because the ship, obviously I have to pay extra for the shipping and it can take a couple of weeks to arrive. Rather than buying products like as a one-off, say like a palette that's just dropped, I will wait for other items that I'm interested in and add those to my order as well, so that I don't end up wasting my time waiting for products to arrive and spending money on shipping. I bought this as on a complete whim, and they were doing an offer. So this is the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Setting Mist, and this was part of an offer where you could buy 3 of their face products for $12, which is roughly, I think it's about £8. So that was a really good price, and I was interested. I've just got back into setting sprays and I feel like I have more faith in them now. I wanted to try this one out and see what it's like. I also use hyaluronic acid a lot as part of my skincare routine, and I really like the effects that it has. So when I saw this guy, I really wanted to try it out. The reason this is part of my hits list is not only does it make my base feel moisturised but in place, it's also got a really nice fine mister on it. And I know that sounds crazy, like surely it should be about the product itself and how it performs, but in all honesty, having a good mister really makes a difference, because I find that with some misters where you kind of get like dots and sprays and just big clumps of setting mist land on your face when you spray them, it can do funny things to the base makeup and the products. I'm going to show you the mist now. My cat's probably going to run and go crazy everywhere. Like, how fine was that? It's literally as it is, it's a mist. And it smells really nice as well. It smells like holidays and suntan lotion, which I know is strange, but it's quite a pleasant smell. So I've been using this for a couple of days now and I absolutely love it. This product may not come as a surprise for some of you because I've used it in quite a few of my videos now since I bought it. I think I bought it it was my Beauty Bay haul base makeup video. I bought it for this video. I'd heard about Uoma Beauty before and their Stay Woke concealer. I really wanted to try it out for myself. So this is, if you've not seen it before, this is what it looks like. And I bought it in the shade White Pearl T2. I love this concealer. It gives me really good coverage without looking super cakey. And when I pop it underneath my eyes to get rid of my dark circles before applying foundation, boom, gone. Like instantly, they're gone. You can use this as like a cover up for blemishes on your face as well, but under the eyes, it's amazing. I also bought this in a shade which is slightly darker than my skin tone. I'd say it fits my skin tone actually. I'd say slightly darker would be a bit of a stretch. I think the shade that I picked, as well as the formula being so nice, really diminishes my dark circles, and it's been a long time until I found a concealer that I really like for doing that. this next product that I'm going to talk about, so this is the Anastasia Brow Freeze Brow Styling Wax. This dropped, I'm going to say, maybe about over a month ago, and I bought it. I didn't buy it to review on YouTube or anything like that. I bought it because I really wanted to see what my brows would look like with a kind of like laminated effect. They look like this, so my hairs are kind of stuck up, and it gives my brows that kind of fluffier, more real look to them. So I thought I would buy this and try it out. I'd sort of been really hyped on social media, and I'm already a fan of Anastasia Beverly Hills' products, so I didn't see why I wouldn't like this, and I was right. I absolutely love this. I love the fact that it's not wet and it's really strong. I mean, you could potentially, if you needed to, you could use this to block your brows down with. It's that strong, but it's really easy to remove with an oil cleanser. And I find that by just taking it on a spoolie and literally just brushing it up, I feel like I'm not having to fill out the front part of my brow as much as I used to. I can literally just do the tail ends and kind of blend it in and use this to stick up my hairs at the front. Because where I lack hair from here outwards, that's where I need to fill in the sparseness of them. And then I can use this on the front of my brows and it's pretty good. This is what the product looks like. So this is the lid here. And then it's quite boring, but inside this is what the wax looks like, and you really don't need a lot for each application. So although this is quite a small, well, I wouldn't say it's small, it's quite a big component for an eyebrow product, but you really need the tiniest amount, and then you just brush it through your brows and it's done. And I like it a lot. The last product for my hits for this month, I've mentioned this before and I will mention it again. This is the Urban Decay Lash Freak Mascara. I bought this when Urban Decay dropped onto Beauty Bay, as I use Beauty Bay to buy quite a lot of my makeup products. And this came up and I was quite interested in the brush in the picture, so I thought I would just buy the mini version to see if I liked it. But that being said, I buy mini versions of mascara all the time because I find that I can never finish a full-size tube in the 6-month period. Okay, right, can we not? Get off of it, you don't need to be climbing upon everything that I have. I knew I shouldn't have filmed this with my cats in the room. Back to the mascara. So I always buy a mini size because I find that I can't use up an entire tube before the expiry is due, and a lot of the time I find that the rest of the product that's left in the tube is quite dried up and almost impossible to use. So I figured the best thing to do would be to buy mini sizes, and then I don't have to worry about that being a problem. So this is what the brush looks like. It's a plastic comb brush and it's in almost like a wedge shape. So this side here is where you use it. You don't use, this side is flat. This has nothing to do with the rest of the wand. Even though I wear falsies, so having a mascara that performs really well isn't necessarily a big deal for me. I love this mascara so much that I would actually wear it on a day where I can't be bothered to stick false lashes on. This is really, really nice. I like this a lot. And now we're going to talk about this month's shits. So, well, not shits as in like actual shits, as in shit products. That should be fairly obvious, I hope. The first product that I'm going to add to my shit list for this month that I really regret buying, and I did actually try to obtain a refund for, is the Smashbox Studio Skin Full Coverage 24-Hour Foundation. I can tell you now, if you haven't already watched my video, I will try and link it up here, or I'll link it in the description below. If you haven't already seen the video where I tried this foundation on and I did a wear test, go and watch it. So yeah, go and watch that video 100% and you'll see exactly what I meant. I don't even think, if I'm right, I don't even think I did a final check-in with this. I gave up and took it off because it was that bad. Now, I'm not shading Beauty Bay or slamming them because I think their service is great. I think their customer service team are usually really helpful. The shades on the website are pretty true to the shades when you get them, when your post arrives. However, I was quite disappointed as they came back to me and told me that they couldn't refund me for this product as I'd already used it, so it wasn't, obviously understandably with the pandemic going on and everything, it wasn't eligible for a return because I'd used it, and the product itself wasn't faulty or defective. Now, whilst I agree with that, I also disagree because this is a 24-hour coverage foundation and I think at full price it nearly cost me £30. After 3 hours, this foundation looked like shit. It's probably one of the worst foundations I've ever tried in my life. Back in their heyday, used to be like one of the cults of the makeup world. Everybody was obsessed with them, you know, their photo finish primer and they were well known for a lot of their products, especially here on YouTube, right? So when I tried this out and it performed in the way it did, I was more than disappointed. I was actually horrified by this. And considering I've spent £30 on other foundations, I mean, this foundation here cost me £16 and it literally smashes this one's performance out of the water. It outdoes this foundation every single way. And no, this isn't supposed to be a full coverage foundation. It's light to medium coverage, but its performance was so much better than this one's. As part of that same video where I reviewed the Smashbox foundation, I also reviewed this. This is the Revolution Super Dewy Liquid Blush. Now, the problem with this product for me is that it didn't blend. It felt incredibly sticky on my face. It almost felt like hair gel or like brow wax. It was really not very nice to use. And this, some people will understand what I'm about to say and some of you won't, so just take it with a pinch of salt. I don't mind when products have a scent to them. It doesn't bother me. I don't have super sensitive skin, so it's not a concern of mine. But when they smell cheap, and they smell like the makeup that you used to get attached to magazines when you were a kid, that's when I have a bit of an issue. So this foundation, if I'm right, okay, it's not a foundation, it's a blush. This blush, if I'm right, was about £5. Now, I've tried the Colourpop version, which I believe this might be a bit of a copy of. The Colourpop one is exactly the same price, but the Colourpop one performed so much better. And I've said it before and I'll say it again, I just don't think that Revolution's products are for me. I wasn't a fan. I'd be interested to see if I still felt the same way about this if I had it in a different colour, because I felt this colour was quite childish and didn't suit my skin tone at all. But for the smell, I couldn't get past the smell. Yeah, no, it's just not. No, it smells like cheap, like, remember back in the day, like Tammy Girl? Okay, Tammy Girl. If you're from the UK and you're a girl or boy and you used to shop at Tammy Girl, you'll know what I'm talking about. Like their lip glosses, their little lip roll-ons they had in the early 2000s, like late 90s, early 2000s, they all smelled like this. So it just screams cheap to me. It doesn't blend nicely. The texture's really weird. I just really didn't like this. I wanted to like it. I don't want to sound like a broken record where I say the same things about the same brands and repeatedly keep trying them and expecting different results. But yeah, it wasn't for me. This is going to come as no surprise to you whatsoever. The next items I'm adding to my shit list are products by Soda. I reviewed Soda not once, but I actually reviewed their eyeshadow twice. I don't have their palettes to show you and include in this video. I mean, we'll include them. They're included. I donated them to my friend to give to her little girl after I sanitised them down, because she's at that age where she's just about to start getting into makeup, and I feel like they're acceptable for that. As a person who is a huge makeup fan and collector, and I've experienced a lot of really pigmented and nice eyeshadows over the years, Soda just weren't it. So I sanitised them down and I have donated them to my friend's little girl. But we can talk about their highlighters, which I did keep hold of, and I'm not too sure how much longer I will have these for. So these are the So Shiny pressed highlighter. See, this is the thing, right? I don't actually know what these are called, because on the web, on Beauty Bay's listing, it's got like a hashtag, and then the product name is like baby. It's like hashtag baby get higher pressed highlighter. I don't know. I can't really work it out. And as for the shades, the shade names of these aren't on the components at all. They're only on the website. So I don't know what numbers these are whatsoever. For my original Soda review video, I used this one, and this was the kind of, I guess you could say like a creamy beige, like gold colour. And it was okay. Like this one was actually alright. I'll probably still use this. I mean, I can't see myself falling over to use it again anytime soon, but it's a nice highlighter to have. It didn't pick up on skin texture, which is good, and I don't think it left behind a cast on my face either, so it wasn't the worst one in the world. But the reason I am including these as part of my shits for this month is this one. This one I used in my trying Soda eyeshadow again video. And I said that I regretted not buying this because it gave me full-on unicorn vibes from the description on the website. However, when I got it and I tried it on, it was a completely different story. So this is supposed to be a pink and blue iridescent highlighter. No. all I get from it is icy blue, or not even that. There's no pink and there's no icy blue. It's just, what is it? Like, the colours don't come through. The description of it really, you know, is completely off. And this one actually, weirdly enough, did pick up on my skin texture a lot more than this one did. So sadly, these are both going in the shits for this month. The next product I'm going to talk about, I'm really sorry, is another soda product. But the reason I'm mentioning this in today's video is because I originally said I didn't mind this eyeliner. I've since tried it probably I'll probably say 4 more times since I recorded that video. And in all honesty, this is the fastest drying eyeliner, which, wait, I know you're going to say, yeah, that could be good. Not when you're trying to use it. I can actually finish off a wing with this today, doing my eyeliner. I was only able to do the top and a little bit underneath, and I had to stop because it had almost completely dried out. Like, it just doesn't stay moist enough for me to be able to finish doing my eyeliner with. It was just catching on my skin and just not looking very nice at all. And I had to go back to a firm favourite eyeliner, which I think is a Baker-Sjogren Cosmetics eyeliner. I will link it below if you're interested. So as much as I initially said that I liked this product, on a second look and a second glance, I'm not a fan. The last product I'm going to mention as part of my shits, really breaks my heart to have to do this. This is actually an Urban Decay product. Now, this is the Urban Decay All Nighter Concealer. I have tried this and I have tried to love it and I have tried it again, but I genuinely just do not get on with it. The shade matches me fine, but I just find that when I start to blend this concealer in, it just goes really dry and it settles into my fine lines and looks super cakey. I mean, it's okay to maybe pop over the top of a spot, but if that spot has any dried skin around it, then this is rendered completely useless. And underneath my eyes, where I do get creasing because I do have lines underneath my eyes, this is absolutely no good. So sadly, this is going into the shits, and that breaks my heart because I love Urban Decay. I've really fallen hard for them. I mean, I had one of their products in my hits for this month, so you know, I gave it a really good go, I gave it a try, but it just wasn't for me, sadly. And that concludes today's video. I hope you found this interesting. If you have any of the products that I've talked about in today's video, let me know what you think of them in the comments below. Do you agree on any of the things I said, or do you have an opposite opinion to me on some of them? Because as we know, some products work for people and they don't work for others, and that's just the way it is. That's why we all have different preferences, we all have different skin types, we all like other brands and don't like some other brands so much. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please hit the like button down below. And to avoid missing out on any of my future content, please hit the subscribe button. Every Tuesday I do my makeup whilst talking about a conspiracy theory, which is very much inspired by Robert Welsh and Baker-Sjogren. And if you hit the bell icon, you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Yeah, I hope you like this. If you guys want me to do this next month, then let me know. There may or may not be enough products for me to do it with. Even if I've got 1 or 2, then I'm sure that's something I can look at. I hope you have a really good week and stay safe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.